What's up, y'all? Savage Tiger, and today I'll be previewing LSU against Ole Miss. LSU Tigers against the Ole Miss Rebels. It's gonna be Saturday, 2:30 p.m. kickoff in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Death Valley. Yes, sir. And you know, this is one I've been waiting for ever since the off season. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for my team to play against Ole Miss again. Maybe be able to get some revenge somehow since we're at home this time. They have not beaten us at home since, when was the last time? I think 2008. Really, it goes back all the way to 2008 since we have last lost to them at home. I hope this streak doesn't break here, but even if it does, you know, I won't be shocked because we're in a rebuilding year. Like I said, this is another tough opponent. They're a top 10 team, undefeated, and they're a really, really good football team. So, but you know, I think we have a good chance to win because we're at home. We're hitting our stride. Something seems to be clicking with our offense. It's looking good for us right now, and I hope that just keeps getting better throughout the season. Because then, you know, the rebuilding stops. Then next year we're going to be doing some serious. Next year we should be contenders for the SEC and for maybe the national title. I'm excited, man. It's not every day that you get a top 10 Ole Miss team. It has happened, like, I've seen it twice in my lifetime before. In 2014, they were 7-0, ranked number 3 in the country. We were ranked number 24, sitting at 6-2. We were just having a little bit of a down year. We won 8 wins for LSU is a down year because we normally win at least 9 to have a normal year. But that was my first game in Tiger Stadium, Death Valley at night. What an atmosphere! College game day was there. It was one of the most amazing atmospheres that I've been a part of, and it'll be probably something similar except an afternoon kickoff. And you know, I won't be there because, you know, I already went to the Florida State game and I can't afford to go to another game this year. It's expensive. And yeah, man, it's gonna. I'm excited for it. And Ole Miss, they're a great team with a lot of great talent. Like, they have a lot of bright spots on their team, and the main one I like to point out is their offense as a whole, but specifically the running backs. They have probably the best rushing attack in the conference and one of the best in the country. They have 2 great backs in Zach Evans, a former 5-star recruit in 2020 from Houston, and a true freshman, I don't know where he's from, but Quinshawn Judkins. He is a phenomenal running back. As a true freshman, he really fits in super well in Lane Kiffin's offense. It is going to be very tough to stop those guys. And I have been worrying ever since week 1, ever since I've seen the rushing stats for Ole Miss, and I've been watching some of their games in the past few weeks. They're scary running the ball, man. They can impose their will and run it whenever they want. And we have done it mostly in most of our games. We've done a good job at stopping the run. It's going to be another good test for us to see where we are in the rush defense. Are we improving? Are we being a little more consistent? That's what I'm looking for. Because all these things are building into the future years, man. And Ole Miss has a great receiving core. I haven't watched a lot of Ole Miss, so I won't know a lot of names this year. But They do have some great playmakers at receiver that can catch the ball. They can make moves and get yards after the catch. That's going to be very important for us to tackle in space. They move at an up-tempo offense. They're very similar to Tennessee and similar to Mississippi. Mississippi State just throws a lot more than they run, and they don't really move that much up-tempo. Tennessee just moves up-tempo, and there's very good spread offense discipline, and they know what they're doing every play. Ole Miss is kind of like that too, except their passing numbers don't look as great as last year. I mean, last year Ole Miss had a great offense. It was really, really good. This year the numbers don't look as great, but it's still damn good. And the passing doesn't look as great because they're also running the ball a lot better. Like they're more of a strength for them is the rushing attack. So it is going to be important for us to be able to really buckle down and just limit their playmaking on the rush and the pass. And if we can contain them, we have a good shot to win this game. But even though I do still have confidence in my team to really keep up, but I thought the same thing with Tennessee, and Tennessee's secondary is not exactly good. You know, even though we threw for 300 yards, we just didn't capitalize in the red zone. We could not punch it in when it mattered. So as a result, we only scored 13 points. So we have to do a better job this week. If our defense just if it happens that we have no answer for Ole Miss's offense. Now for the other side of the ball, our offense is getting better every week. I think last week we showed up great on the road in a road game in the swamp against Florida. It was a night game in a hostile environment, and our offense just clicked and went lights. I was like, what in the world happened? But I think our receivers have a favorable matchup against the Ole Miss DBs. But the Ole Miss front is not bad. They're not one of the very consistent, but they do have guys that can make plays, and I've seen them make plays. I've seen them make big plays at big moments to keep their season undefeated. So our offensive line once again is going to be challenged by a group of decent pass rushers, by a good front seven. A key for us, we're going to have to be two-dimensional in order for us to really impose our will in this game. You know, set the tone. We have to be able to pass it. We have to be able to run the ball. And we can. I believe we can. The question is, will we do it? The great news is we get Armani Goodwin back. He was having a great year until he got hurt in the New Mexico game. He really went off in the Mississippi State game and helped us win. So I'm excited. He's a fast back, and we've been missing him for a couple weeks, and I cannot wait to have him back. I cannot wait to see him play on Saturday, and along with the rest of our backs. Jaden Daniels is gonna just do what he does, scramble, extend the play with his feet, because that's what he's gifted at. I'm looking for him to make throws like he did last week against Florida. Just get our playmakers at receiver the ball. Just get them the ball. And I'm looking for our offensive line to impose their will both in the rushing attack and in pass protection. I want to see if he can get better in the offensive line right now. This is going to be a tough stretch. We're entering a tough stretch in our schedule, because we got this, then we got a bye week, then we got that Crimson team out east, Alabama. The team that lost to Tennessee. Yep. And then we got it doesn't get any easier. We got at Arkansas. Then we got UAB, which is a pretty good team in the Conference USA. And then we end with going on the road to face a tough and good, talented Texas A&M team. So it's a tough stretch, and all games are winnable. The rest of the 5 games are very winnable, starting with Saturday's game against Ole Miss. I like our home field advantage. I really do. I feel like the crowd's going to be a big factor. We're going to come to play from the very beginning. We're going to be great. I think our special teams is not going to have a bad game this time. It's going to cost us in a big way. I think this is going to be just maybe in one game where our special teams just doesn't. They don't exactly make great plays, but they're not going to make bad plays that cost us the game. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for just for them to not cost us the game, because this year I know we don't have a good special teams unit, period. And it starts from the coaching. So we need to. I cannot wait. We need to get rid of the coach, the special teams coordinator, by the end of this year, because we cannot keep him. He is not good. I've seen enough. Tiger fans, I think you've seen enough too. But you know, I do like our home field advantage. It's Death Valley. I think the home winning streak against Ole Miss is going to continue. I think LSU is going to win this game by a score of 38-31. And we're going to get our 6th win of the year. And it's going to be against a great team, which is only going to give us more confidence going into the bigger games going forward in November. So I believe that's all I got. And I cannot wait for this game. Go Tigers, you know what it is.